a mitzvah Midabonon, and there's something in between called Divrei Kabbalah. For example, Divrei Kabbalah and Shabbos, the mitzvah of Kavod Vayinik is Divrei Kabbalah, it's in between. What does it mean it's Divrei Kabbalah? What it means is it's not written in the Torah. But we find Makaris in Nevi'im, we find Iksuvim, we find Makaris for this mitzvah. Now in Purim, we're loaded up with mitzvahs with Divrei Kabbalah. There are 4 mitzvahs of Divrei Kabbalah that we have on Purim. They're all explicitly in the Megillah. What do we have on Purim? We have Mikra Megillah. Mikra Megillah by day only. By night it's only Midabonon. By day it's Divrei Kabbalah. Shlag Mones, Matones Avyonim, and Sudas Purim. Now I think the one out of the 4 that need the most stressing, Befrat by Yeshiva Bachrim, is, what do you think? No. I think Mishnah. That's what I think. Why is that? Now it says Mefurish in the Megillah that Purim is made Mishnah b'simcha. Mishnah means to make a Suda, which is a Mishnah. Now, whenever you try to figure out how to be Mekayim a mitzvah, you have to look in the Gemara, you have to look at Shonach, how you Mekayim Mishnah. So, everybody thinks, I'm Mekayim Mishnah, I start drinking Purim by night, and, I'm partying the whole day. Gemara thinks, Mamish Mehodidik Mishnah, beautiful, Mamish, it's like, I'm Behidurei. Sometimes you end up not being Mekayim Mishnah at all. You get stone drunk Purim in the morning, that's it, you didn't even do a Mishnah. We'll see in Shema, you didn't do a Mishnah at all. So let's see how Mekayim Mitzvah's Mishnah on Purim. So first halacha in Shecharach is mitzvah laharbois b'sudas Purim. It's mitzvah to marbe b'sudas Purim. The halacha brings the lashon meiri. Chayiv adam laharbois b'simcha b'yoyim zeh v'achila shliya asher lo yechsar shum davar. The mitzvah achila, mitzvah suda Purim, is laharbois v'achila v'shliya asher lo yechsar shum davar. We don't find such a lashon, and by Yom Tov, by Shabbos, we don't find such a thing. You're supposed to eat a drink. The suda should be a suda. It's actually yachsa shum davar. The Rambam says, "V'yisakin ketzad choy b'suda zu, sheyochel basa v'yisakin suda no, kafi asher timtze yodai, v'shoy se yain shishtakta v'yirde m'shikris." The suda should be a suda kafi asher pasik yodai. More than a suda. So now, where does this halacha come from? Mitzvah laharabes b'sudas Purim. We're supposed to marb. We're supposed to make a moridik suda. Where does it come from? So the guy brings that the Makari is the Gemara Megillah. The Gemara Megillah says like this. The Gemara says, "Oma Abaye ki na'afkim be'imar." When Abaye first he started at a suda in Rabba's house, and the savannah he was full already. Ki matoi lahosam. Then he went to Mar's. Then he went to somebody else's house, Abba Mori. They brought out from Krivale Shisen Soy de Shisen. They brought out from 60 portions, 60 plates full of food. Meaning, they're all different types of food. But Abchulabu Shisen Ploigi. I ate 60 portions. That means they served a massive amount of food by the Sudas Purim. That's where the Meiri and the Rambam get this halacha from. That he's supposed to be marba b'achila v'shtia ashal yachsa shum davar. Now, if you buy the Vilna Goyin on Purim, how would you imagine what his Purim looks like? What do you think the Goyin?
I just learns all day.
Huh? Learned the whole day.
Nothing changed.
Any other opinions there? What do you think the Goyin's Purim look like? Different. What do you do?
Got smashed out of his mind.
So we have a Meiser Rav, exactly what the Goyin did. It says like this. Meiser Rav is the minhagim of the Gra. It says what the Gra did. Adma Chosid, so the Goyin, also Sudasid take up Achat Fila. Right after davening, he started the Suda. Now, if the davening means if the Mincha, that's what they say in the Banim, because it doesn't say anywhere they daven Mincha. So it must be right after Mincha, he davened Mincha early, and he started the Suda right away. He sat there by the Suda the whole day. He ate and drank a lot. L'kayim chiyev ad lo yoda. And l'kayim chiyev ad lo yoda. So the first thing is, it's not just drinking. You want to be Mekayim mitzvahs Mishnah. Mishnah is not drinking. Mishnah is achila ushtiya. You have to have a suda. It's not to take a drink in that guy's house and drink in that guy's house. It's not Mishnah. It's nothing to do with Mishnah. That's called stop walking around Meshikras. A suda, a Mishnah means you're sitting there by Mishnah, you're eating achila ushtiya. That's what the Goyin did. So the Goyin sat there the whole day, and he ate and he drank, Adol Yoda. So you said, as your second Mishnah.
Yeah.
La'is Erev, Birch es Hamozein, Pog Yenoi, Vespal Agres, Lamed Kemen Hogay. So that's Mekayim, that's the first Pshat. So it says, right after Ma'ariv, we learned the Gazach. He drank, he ate and he drank. And right after Ma'ariv, we went back to learning. Okay, but upon that much we see from the Goyim, there's Ochel B'Shosa, the way the Vilna Goyim was Mekayim Purim, is Ochel B'Shosa Har B'Rav Mo'id. He sat there by his table, he's Ochel B'Shosa Har B'Rav Mo'id. That's what a Mishnah of Purim should look like. Now, Mishnah of Purim, you can't be Mekayim B'Layla. You have to be Mekayim only by day. So it's very important. By day, you should have a Suda, you have to have a Suda. It's not so posh you even have to wash. See, people, it's Machlokes Achronim whether you have to wash. Since it's a Machlokes Achronim whether you have to wash, therefore if you forgot to sell an Isim, you don't bench over. That's what we call the Halacha. The whole washing, that's not what a Mishnah is. Mishnah is not washing. And you think, to Mekayim Sudas Purim, I wash, right? That's a Yaitze. That's not after you even have to wash. It's better to wash, because there's some sheets that hold you have to wash. But that's not what Sudas Purim should look like. A Sudas Purim is a Mishnah. You sit there, you're eating, you're drinking, you have a Suda. A real Suda, that's a Mishnah. That's what Sudas Purim should look like. Now, why is it that we find by Purim, we have all sorts of halachas, to be marbe besuda. We find the Indian, everybody knows the Gemara, chayiv inish besume atlo yada. Why by Purim do we have this, and we don't have it l'masha on Yom Tiv? And Yom Tiv is also mitzvah simcha. On Yom Tiv, we don't find that when we're going Saturday the whole day eating besuda. There's no remnants of such a thing like that. By Sudas Yom Tiv, it doesn't say mitzvah laharbis Sudas Purim. It doesn't say anything like that. It doesn't say actually Yechsashim Davar. All these things we only find about Purim. Why do we only find about Purim? What's special about Purim? So there's a word from the Brisker Rav. Brisker Rav says like this. Brisker Rav is coming to explain the halacha of Adla Yoda, but we're going to use it to explain this whole topic here. Brisker Rav says like this. Brisker Rav says, by Yom Tiv, why are you eating? Why is it a mitzvah to drink, let's say? It's a mitzvah to drink yayin. Why is it a mitzvah to drink yayin on Yom Tiv? Why is it a mitzvah to drink yayin on Yom Tiv?
It's Simcha yayin.
Huh?
Simcha.
Simcha. Basar also. Simcha. So notice why you're drinking wine. You're drinking wine to accomplish simcha. That's the point. When you're drinking wine to accomplish simcha. What's the side of the mitzvah of Mishnah on Purim? The reason why you have a Suda on Purim, the reason why you're drinking wine is to make you happy? No. That's interesting. That's not what we're trying to accomplish over here. The reason why you're having a Mishnah on Purim is because there's a mitzvah Mishnah. The Megillah says there's a mitzvah to have Mishnah b'Simcha on Purim. Mishnah is an independent mitzvah on Purim.
What's the mitzvah?
Why do we have a Mishnah? Why? The reason, so the Halacha brings the Meiri says like this, that the reason why it says in the Megillah there's a mitzvah Mishnah is because the Nisim, all the Nisim that happened the Mishnah. The first Mishnah was by Vashti. That's how Esther came along, because of a Mishnah. Haman went after Haman, also the Mishnah. Therefore, Chazal Machayev, that you should do a Mishnah. Making a Mishnah as a zeicher of the Mishnah that happened. All these Mishnahs, a lot of every other parak in Megillah is another Mishnah, Yayin. So what happened is a mitzvah Mishnah as a zeicher for the nace that happened through the Mishnah in the time of the Megillah. That's why we have a Mishnah. Not to bring simcha, it's not to do simcha. There's also a mitzvah to be simcha Purim. It says Mishnah for simcha, but that's not what Mishnah is. That means on Yom Tiv, the point of having basar yayin is to make a person happy. That's the point. The point is to make you happy. On Purim, the mitzvah's Mishnah is independent mitzvah. It's independent mitzvah Mishnah. Therefore, you You want to figure out how does a person make a mishnah? The Gemara says, how do you make a mishnah? You drink a lot of wine. You drink a lot of wine, you get a little sugar. That's how a mishnah looks like.
You don't have to eat with it?
You do. You have to eat also.
So
Balance it out.
Scrambled eggs, let's say a tuna fish, you have to like beat a buster.
You want to know chatchilo or meikadin? Yeah, it could be. It's good. But this is the point.
Depends on a happy person.
The point I'm trying to bring out is
If you're a happy person.
that the reason why we find all these hidurim that you're supposed to do a kafir chaltai, the best possible, and we find the most amount of food, and we find that the Vilna Gaon used to sat there the whole day he was marba b'suda. Why is he marba b'suda the whole day? Yom Tov he wasn't marba b'suda the whole day. The words are very simple. Just like the Vilna Gaon had Mehuda Esrig, had Mehuda Tzitzis, so he had Mehuda Mishnah. Mishnah is you want Mehuda Mishnah, Mehuda Mishnah is a Mishnah the whole day. Not washing 2 minutes before Shkia and having a chap in a piece of bread. That's not.
You have to sit down to the Mishnah. What's considered Suda?
It's hard to imagine. I never saw a Mishnah. I'm not saying you're not yoitze if you. I'm saying that's not a very Mishnah. You chop a little piece of kugel, stand it up in somebody's house, and you drink. I don't think that's a Mishnah. Let's go running around.
You'll be being with more people, so it's more of a Mishnah.
What?
Going out to more people.
Yeah,
Instead of
just
being
running
in
around.
It's a party, it's not a meal.
That's
It's a party, it's not a meal.
I don't think anybody would qualify that for a Mishnah. But the
because the whole thing usually, like you said, is to memorize the Mishnah by church. No, Mishnah by church. Just sit down regular meal.
Right.
For 6 months. Maybe we should sit down for 6 months.
There are a few of them. Not everyone was with them.
So no chiyuv buster on point of chicken with again.
So the Rambam does say basa sheyochel basa yisaki yisuda no b'misha shetus yom. It shows a yai. But the evidence of kuba, I don't know. It definitely isn't exactly. Zicher, it's a very shakachiyah. That much for sure. Yeah.
Al Simcha is exactly chiyuv. It's Mishnah and then Simcha. So you have Yom Tov plus Mishnah.
Right.
Whatever tune church is not the Simcha. Al Simcha you need plus.
Also true. And the Gemara says one of the Amorai and Ma'abrei Ravina, the only time that he have a yosef the Tanisa Kulashata, he would fast the whole year. The only time he would eat was Purim
At night.
and Yom Kippur.
What about Shabbos?
Purim?
What about Shabbos? No, fast on Shabbos.
Shabbos, no. Shabbos he fasted also because the heart is like this. That's saying to you. The heart is because why is there mitzvah to eat on Shabbos? Oynik. So by him, he had more of oynik by fasting. On Purim,
Shlomo Melech got punished for that. Well, you know the reasons for halacha, so you don't have to keep them. It doesn't work like that.
No, over here the advice says like that. The person says, "Let's lay halacha l'maisa." The person has a tiniest chaloyim. You're supposed to fast that day. So it says you left fasting even on Shabbos. It's not oynik. And Shabbos, because for you it's oynik, because also the dream is in the body. So that's what you're trying to say already. For him it was oynik to fast. Yom Kippur, every Yom Kippur, the mitzvah of eating and every Yom Kippur is on to do with oynik. It's on to do with oynik, right? It's a kind of mitzvah. It's a mitzvah to eat if we couldn't fast.
So
Purim,
enjoy drinking.
Purim also. Purim, the mitzvah is mitzvah. It's not because you're drinking something. Yeah.
You're not coming if somebody doesn't enjoy drinking, that Yom Tov is not high, you can bring him simple, but on Purim is high because it's not the simple of the drink. He hates the drink, but Mishnah is supposed to high. Take something else.
Doesn't exist such a thing.
So how are you every day?
Doesn't exist.
I'll buy a case of Dr. Pepper.
He's not let's use Mishnah.
I didn't know.
That's the when it's good.
No, sleeping is just a level of how much you're You're right, correct. Yeah, if you're taking that, you have to drink. No, that's part of Mishnah. The way what kind of Mishnah?
Right, but
people that never have it.
supposed to sleep.
That's not right. That's what the Rabbi says like this. Rabbi says, "Hey, how about the Shoyse yayin, actually stuck every year. Then she falls asleep because you drank enough to make it.
That's not drinking a couple wine going to sleep. That's drinking enough.
That's not. You have to drink enough wine, and now you're falling asleep because you did that last night. Yeah, you're falling asleep because of wine.
Everyone above is married.
What's the last year number?
Why did he do it?
Yeah, I think it's straight up stupid. It just seems like
They don't know what's
Nine boys, nine boys.
you it's not for him.
No, I'm saying no. It's I'm saying it's first of all, a mitzvah to eat Shabbos. Shabbos Shuddis.
I mean, he did enjoy it.
Yeah, that's Oinig.
Oh, that's my night, but I'm talking about Shabbos morning.
That's
He
Oinig.
did enjoy it. He did enjoy it.
That's that, right? That's Oinig. The only reason your mitzvah to eat is because Oinig.
No, I'm saying I shouldn't give you food. Why you eat it? Why? What's the point?
I'm saying, did he enjoy drinking?
You did it like for a holy level?
He's more of a fast. He enjoyed it.
There you go. He doesn't think it's only that happen. He just said he enjoyed fasting more.
Alright.
Eating
We
it.
don't even want to see everything we see.
Apparently,
What's
that over there?
That's all I was asking. You don't say there's lots of money?
Yo.
Okay, so I think we brought out this point very clearly that we should be careful to Makayim the mitzvahs Mishnah on Purim. Now we're going to talk about what's halacha. What's halacha if you drank? You ready Makayim the mitzvahs Mishnah? Now what's halacha about davening, about saying brachas, about benching? What are you allowed to do once you drank wine already?
And the down,
Oh, very good. So let's see. So that's what it says.
That is the question. Mishnah is not Adulada, it's a separate. Adulada is a separate from Mishnah.
No, the Adul Yoda is part of. That's the way the Rambam sets it up. The Rambam sets it up is Ketza Choy Masuda Zu Sheyoychel Basar Isakin Suda No Fiyash Timtzi Yodei V'Shoyse Yayin At Yishtak of Yir Demeshikos. How are you eating the Suda? The Rambam's quoting the Gemara. Shoyse Yayin is quoting the Gemara. How are you Mekayim It's a Suda? During the Suda, you drink wine until you're stuck of eating the Meshikos. That's part of the Suda. That means if you drink the wine before the Suda, it's not worth it.
What's the...
What?
What does that do Adul Yoda?
That's Adul Yoda. The Rambam touches Adul Yoda means like Medrashayim say.
All you have to do is do a Mishnah, and the way you do Mishnah is one, so it's Adul Yoda.
That's a level. That's a level of how much you drank. It shows how much
It's
you
a
drank.
level of Mishnah. Oh, so if you have to make a Mishnah, so there's only one time a year they have to make a Mishnah, right?
Correct.
There's no other time.
Correct. Right.
So,
And that's the way I had it from Makayim Mishnah. The way Makayim Mishnah is you eat and drink enough to make you fall asleep. That's what a Mishnah is.
eat enough to make you fall asleep.
Eat and drink. Huh?
That means one shot.
Okay. Yeah, you get one shot. Now the bottom, the mitzvah shtiyas yayin is only toich hasuda. I'm drinking the night before, there's only suda b'chal, and if you're drinking it in the morning, it's not toich hasuda, it's nothing, it's not worth anything. It's only toich hasuda. Toich hasuda, you drink. No, it's already, that's the mitzvah of drinking alcohol. Now what happens if you drink? What's the story with benching, the Ma'ariv? Let's see what it says in Shvanah. It says in Shvanah, Shosa yayin, kadei revius, this is based on the Gemara in Erevin, if you drank wine, revius, Al Yisbala Ashiyasa Yena. Even a small amount, you shouldn't have it until it wears off the effect of the wine. Now, the Shmur brings from the Mashal that nowadays, now even, before the Mashal, even if you're going to miss Man Tefillah, you still don't daven. Now, the Shmur brings from the Mashal that this din, since it's only the Chatchila, if you were daven, even after you drank Revius Yayin, you still Yaitzi Tefillah, since it's only Chatchila, therefore we say that nowadays, that we're not mechaven so much anyways by davening, therefore it doesn't apply. We find this concept a few times in halacha, that it used to be that much more kavanah by tefillah. Nowadays we have shracha kavanah, therefore, if a person's going to miss man tefillah by waiting until the effects of the wine totally wear off, he should not wait. He should just daven.
No matter how drunk he is, or only until a certain point?
What?
Does it depend on how drunk he is?
Yeah, that's what
He's
we
like,
that's what yeah, interesting, the Chazanish, you used to learn until you didn't have any koiches left. Sometimes your mom's in the koiches, you sit on the couch. There's kufis, the Chazanish used to drink without a bracha. Why did the Chazanish drink without a bracha? Because by him the bracha took a lot of koiches. And he didn't have koiches to say the bracha of kavanah. Now he could have said the bracha like we say bracha, right? Or whatever, he just mumbled, it's not a big deal, he could have done that. But by the Chazanish, Kafim Adragosai, that by him a bracha was a real bracha, Therefore, if he couldn't make such a bracha, he just drank without a bracha, because that's halacha. If he can't make a bracha, you're allowed to drink. You're allowed to eat or drink without a bracha. It's not possible for you to do it. Therefore, by the Chazon Ish, he wasn't. If he didn't have koiches, he couldn't make a bracha. Therefore, he drank and ate without a bracha. Same idea over here. A guy drinks wine and there's a man at the Gemara, you shouldn't daven because you're not going to have the real kavanah. Nowadays, we have the whole kavanah shvachim ma'ases. Anyways, therefore you so daven. That's all. Now, but if he's shikr, now what qualifies for shikr? If he can't speak in front of a king, then he can't daven. And if he davens, the davening is not worth anything. He has to daven over. So daven over. Let's say somebody shikr davens ma'ariv. He has to daven 2 shachrises. It's like he didn't daven ma'ariv, and he has to daven tashum for shachris. That's a ma'ariv. We'll get soon to the halachas about benching, but this is the halacha for ma'ariv.
What's that dargay?
So we'll see more precise in a minute. What's exactly what's mean echad avnei? The Rama says, what's a kriya shema? Are you guys say kriya shema? That's machlokes Rishonim. The Rama paskins yinal say kriya shema. This is based on Shita Sataisis. The kriya shema yinal say. The Ramban Shita is that you're allowed to say kriya shema. What's the reasoning? The Ramban says by tefillah we find the idea of much more halachas of kavanah. It's much more halachas of kavanah by tefillah, by Shemoneh Esrei. By kriya shema, it's much like the whole halachas of kavanah. By tefillah, you open for melech, you have to mechaven. If you can't be mechaven, someone is shikr, can't have kavanah by davening, therefore he can't even have the lower level of kavanah. So somebody shikr can't have any kavanah. His kavanah is worthless. Therefore, he can't daven. Kriya Shema, you don't really need kavanah as much. Therefore, Kriya Shema you could say.
You don't daven by Kriya Shema, you don't need to Kriya Shema. First class for sure.
Okay, so maybe mechaven first class. I don't know if you could do it.
It's easier.
Right. Now, the Mishabura, lahalacha we go, that somebody is a shikr, if it is going to miss his mom, let's say, poor my night, you're afraid you're going to fall asleep, and you're not going to be able to say Kriya Shema. So halacha is, you say Kriya Shema, since it's machlokes, and Kriya Shema is the Raisa, therefore you're supposed to say Kriya Shema. Halacha is supposed to say Kriya Shema. Now, if you don't fall asleep, and later, when you became not a shikr anymore, you're able to say it, you should say over Kriya Shema again. That's the sofa we have very clear with Tefillah, Shemoneh Esrei, and Kriya Shema. Someone is a shikr, ein yochel daven fnei melech. We're going to get to in a minute what does it mean, ein yochel daven fnei melech. But he can't daven, his daven is worthless. Kriya Shema is machlokes, so misafik you should say it. Now, birchas Kriya Shema, that's already a big shayla what the guy should do. There are those who say that the Halacha wants to say that you do say birchas Kriya Shema. His reasoning is because the halacha is, anytime a guy's not sure if he said Kriya Shema, and the halacha is you say it over again with the brachas. In other words, the brachas get schlepped with the Kriya Shema. Now, even though the birchas Kriya Shema only midabanan, but the brachas get schlepped with the Kriya Shema. Since Kriya Shema is daraisa, therefore the brachas are the same halacha, and you have to say it over. That's one sheet the Shlomo Zalman paskin that you don't say birchas Kriya Shema. He said by birchas Kriya Shema you say some of the brachas lahakol, and therefore you don't say birchas Kriya Shema. Okay, so big machlokes, not clear exactly what achra is. But anytime you're not sure if you're a shikr or not, then it's already is malkum to be saimech to say birchas Kriya Shema. Now, what's a benching? Somebody's shikr, is he allowed to bench? So it says like this. It says in Shulchan Aruch, afilu reshtaku kol kach, ad she'ein yochel adaber karoi, yochel levar krichas hamazon. If you're not shikr that you can't speak properly, you can still bench. That's one halacha. And immediately afterwards in Shulchan Aruch, it says like this. The Chava says very clearly that someone who's a shikr and he benched, it's a suffix if he has to bench over. So all the Achronim shtel on this question, what's going on over here? One halacha, you tell me, the guy, he can't speak properly, he could bench. Now, if he can't speak properly, that means he can't speak in front of the king. He's ein yochel daven fnei melech, right? And we said ein yochel daven fnei melech because a shikr already. Immediately afterwards, you're telling me that a guy is a shikr, and he benched, the topic, we don't know what the din is, does he have to bench over? What's going on in there? So Shabura doesn't give any answer. The Shibur just says la halacha, that even if you become a shikr and it's ein yochel davnei melech, you still should bench. Since benching is daraisa, benching is minat Torah, and it's a machlokes whether the shikr should bench. Therefore, you should bench. So la halacha, if you're a shikr, you should bench. Now the only time a
Savik bracha is
shikr,
the kula.
huh?
Savik bracha is the kula.
No, by daraisa.
First bracha is
daraisa. He said. Now the only time a shikr doesn't bench or doesn't do anything is if he's shikrusa shalait, the place we call it. Shikrusa shalait means the guy is totally gone. Now, somebody asked me this question this morning, how do you know if you're shikrusa shalait? So I told him, if you're going to become shikrusa shalait, you're not going to remember what I answered you anyways. So it's not negay, the whole shayla. Shikrusa shalait means you're totally gone. It's not negay. So what's a negay? What's an again what Shikrusa Shalait is? You're not going to know whether to bench or not. It's not again.
Okay, you mentioned the last bracha mentioned is the Rabbanon also?
No, it's supposed to be. You say the whole thing.
What's part of that?
So some Shikrusa Shalait is part of all mitzvahs. It's part of the mitzvahs. That's a Shikrusa Shalait. Not advisable to become a Shikrusa Shalait. You probably end up in the hospital. Fine, but the halacha is that somebody becomes shikar, misafik, you should still bench. Now, the Shulchan Aruch over here in this halacha comes to answer these two machabers, and based on Shulchan Aruch, we're going to learn exactly what qualifies for a shikar and what's not a shikar. Shulchan Aruch is miyashav like this. He says the first halacha of somebody's ein yochel dava karoi. What it means is when he's talking, you could tell that he drank. You could tell he's shikar, but he's talking some zach. He's making sense. He's talking normal sentences. He's making sense, right? You can tell he's shikar, it's a little funny, but he's talking normally. So ein yochel dava karoi means he can't talk without you chapping that he's drunk. You can tell from his speech that he's drunk, but he's still talking normal sentences. When it says ein yochel dava karoi melech, what that means is that he's not. He repeats himself. His speech is slurred. No, the etzem speech doesn't. It's not samzach. When the words that he's saying, he's off. The guy's off. He's not making sense. He's not making sense, or he's slurring what he says. He's not talking like a normal person. That's ein yochel dava melech. If he's less than that, that means that when you could tell when he's talking, he's not able to hide the fact that he's shikar, but he's making sense. His sentences make sense. His words make sense. Everything he's saying makes sense. Such a person doesn't qualify for a shikar, and based on Shulchan Aruch, such a person can still daven. Right? If he daven is good daven, according to Shulchan Aruch. That's why we have exactly what a shikar is. Ein yochel dava melech means when he's talking, his sentences don't make sense, or he slurs his words. Now, when you get shar brachas, what about? So now we know over here benching. You can sure bench. Kriya Shema, you can sure do say. So we're all shikar. Guys, shikar ein yochel dava melech. Benching, you bench. Kriya Shema, you say. Brichas Kriya Shema, not clear. Davening for sure, not for sure, menayfen, can't daven. Now, shar brachas, other brachas, what about shehakol and any other bracha? So, it's a machlokes achronim, and if you can avoid it, you can avoid it. If you can't avoid it, halacha, you should make other brachas.
Just wash beforehand.
You get a shikar.
Just watch before you get drunk. Have in mind everything on the road.
Good.